get to it, guys. As you can see, guys, we're on a 4 hour time frame. As I told you, like every time when you are analyzing, you must start on your 4 hour or a daily. Actually, you must start on a higher time frame. So usually I start on 4 hour time frame. So we're gonna be looking at this part, guys. Let me highlight the part that we're gonna be looking at. We're gonna be looking at this part. Oh, sorry. We're gonna be looking at this part, guys. We're gonna be looking at this part. We're gonna be focusing here. We're gonna be focusing on this part. We're gonna be focusing on this part, guys. This part that I highlighted. So as you can see, we're on a 4 hour time frame, and as you can see, this is a downtrend. This is a downtrend, guys. As you can see, the trend was down, and you see we have our high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and higher high, higher low, as you can see, guys. So, and we also have this small trend here, which is a small downtrend, which is high, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, as you can see, and start higher high, higher low, as you can see, guys. So I got this trade because I was looking at this trend, guys. I was looking at this trend, the previous low, actually, on this one. It was this one. The previous low, it was this one, and was our previous high, guys, as you can see. Or we can say our previous low was here. This was our previous low. This is our previous low here, and as you can see, this gray line is our support. We're on our support, guys. We're on our support. So let's mark this. This was my break of structure, change of structure. Actually, this was a change of structure. As you can see, this was my change of structure, which I call it church. This was my church here, and I had another church here. I had another church here. This is how I got this big entry, guys. I had another church here, and this demand zone, guys, this demand zone was for our demand zone. This demand zone, we had this demand zone or this other block here on a 4 hour time frame. On a 4 hour time frame, guys. So let's move to 1 hour time frame. 1 hour time frame. This is our 1 hour time frame. As you can see, you can still see that small downtrend here, small downtrend here, small downtrend here, and as you can see, this was my church. And on 1 hour, we still have like another demand zone or another order block here. So after breaking this church, guys, we have to wait for the market. I had to wait for the market like to come back here. It took time to come back here, guys, but I had to wait. I had to wait, and it was creating liquidity and everything. It was tempting, but like we had to wait, guys. We had to wait. You see, it was creating a liquidity here. So I had to wait, guys. So I waited until it came back here. After coming back here, let's move to 30. After it came back here, after coming back here, guys, I couldn't just enter like blindly. I couldn't just enter. I waited for something that I know that I know for sure. Or I waited for the right entry. That's what I'm trying to say. I waited for the right entry, guys. I waited for the right entry. So as you can see, it was creating a. It was on our 4 hour demand zone and 1 hour demand zone, and also on a 30-minute demand zone or the other block. So I entered my trade. I didn't enter here, guys. I don't want to lie to you. I entered my trade somewhere here. This was my first entry. Why did I enter there? Because I saw this movement here. This small movement, this small movement. And I had like my break of a structure here. I had my break of a structure. I had my break of a structure there. I had my break of a structure there. As you can see, this was my break of a structure. And another break of a structure here. Another break of a structure. And after this break of structure, I had this other block here. So I waited for the market to come back here. I waited for the market to come back here. After coming back, we can even go to 15 minutes. We're on a 15 minutes now. We're on a 15 minutes. As you can see clearly, even in 15 minutes, we have like this and then this. We have this demand zone or other block. So this is where I entered my first trade. This is where I entered my first trade. And my initial take profit was here. This was my initial TP. This was my initial TP or my TP1. This was my TP1. This was my TP1. This was my TP1. Sorry guys. This was my TP1. I had another break of structure here. And this other block. My second entry here. And I think I held it for until here. I held it until here. I held it until here, guys. Until here. I held it until here. I held it until here. So this is how I got my gold trade. This is where I got my gold trade. So I entered like actually twice on this one. I entered twice, like This was my first entry. My second entry was here. My first TP, my TP2 here. My last TP was here. My last TP was here.